inside this file, I will import random bytes from the crypto library and use that to create a 32-bit encryption key, which is in base 64 format. I will also create a buffer from that key. Then I will create a new class, user encryptor. Inside this class, I will add a constructor function, and inside this function, I will set the algorithm to be equal to AES256 GCM. Not that we will actually even use it. Then I will ensure I define the algorithm property on the class, and I will add a new method, encrypt sensitive data, which accepts a data argument, and inside the function I will import and call the encrypt symmetric function. I will pass the encryption key and the JSON from the data pass into the encrypt sensitive data function as the second argument to it. I will return the result from the function, and then I will add a second method to the user encryptor class. This method will be named decrypt sensitive data, and it's going to accept a single argument, which is the encrypted data. This encrypted data, we have an ivory property, an alt tag, and a ciphertext. And inside the function, I will destructure add the IV, the tag, and the ciphertext. Then I will import and use the decrypt symmetric function, passing in the encryption key, the IV, the ciphertext, and the tag. Then I will store the results returned in a variable, the cipher, which I will return from the function. I will add a new function, create user, which accepts a single argument, user data, and inside this function we need to instantiate the user encryptor class. We are now trying to simulate the process of creating a user and storing their sensitive data. Okay, that is, we have to encrypt it first and store it. Then I'm going to use the encrypt sensitive data method to encrypt some sensitive user data like their social security number, their credit card details, and their medical records. Okay, since these are all personal data, we can now simulate the process of creating the user and saving it to the database. If we want to retrieve the user, we define a new function, getUser, which accepts a user ID argument, which is the ID of the user, and inside the function we instantiate the user encryptor class. Then we will simulate the process of fetching the user from the database. So once we have that user, we can now use the encryptor to decrypt their sensitive data and return it from the function. Okay.